Subscribe to ABN Media Network and become part of our family and learn so many new things.
The Wise Bride. Last part. She smiled and nodded in agreement. Rameen still noticed the uncertainty on her father-in-law's face, so she changed the subject by announcing that lunch was ready. For the next few days, Mr. Shabir tried to act generous toward his wife, offering to let her handle the household finances again, but Nazma didn't fall into that trap. Rameen was very pleased with her mother-in-law's performance and had even given her a few more helpful tips. Sharik's habit of coming home late at night hadn't changed. He was extremely careless and irresponsible. He had lost several keys to the main gate, so he no longer bothered carrying one. His mother would stay up waiting, open the door at the first ring, scold him a bit, and then warm up his dinner. But now Nazma had stopped waiting for him. She would go to bed at her usual time, wrap herself in her shawl, and turn off her phone. Sharik would ring the bell once or twice, then call her, and when she didn't answer, he'd call his father. One day passed, then two, then three. By the fourth day, Mr. Shabir had had enough. The same man who once stopped his wife from scolding their grown son was now angry himself. "Fix your time, young man. From tomorrow, if you come home this late, I won't open the gate nor let anyone else do it," he warned. Rameen, listening from her room with a smile, couldn't help feeling amused. Two neighborhood ladies came over to visit. Rameen opened the door and seated them in the drawing room before informing her mother-in-law. "Auntie, you should wear that new suit that just got stitched. I'll keep them company till then," she said cheerfully and went back to the guests. Nazma smiled and soon appeared in the room, wearing the new pastel-colored lawn suit. Her hair was neatly tied, and she wore light lipstick. Despite the summer heat, she looked quite cool. "Wow, Nazma Bobby, looks like you're going somewhere," said Nayat auntie admiringly. Nazma smiled. "Where can one go in this heat, Bobby?" A few minutes later, Mr. Shabir came home, his shirt drenched in sweat. He greeted the guests politely. "Nazma, bring something for Musarat Bobby and Nayat Bobby," he said as he sat down with them. "Rameen is already making tea. You just need to get some chicken rolls and samosas. It's been so long since Nayat Bobby came over." Nazma wasn't in the mood to get up, but she couldn't refuse in front of guests. Annoyed, Shabir got up to go. "Oh, no, Shabir, bye, please. Don't go out again in this heat," Nayat said quickly. "The heat really is unbearable," added Musarat. "Ask Rameen to skip the tea and make some cold drink instead." Just then, Rameen came in with a jug of chilled mango squash. Mr. Shabir sighed in relief. After the guests left, he turned to his wife irritably. "You just had to say a few nice words, and I ended up spending hundreds on snacks in this inflation. The household budget can't handle this kind of waste." Nazma replied calmly, "Guests are a blessing, Shabir Sahib. They bring their share of sustenance with them. We just need to have a big heart." He said nothing but gave her a sharp look. Rameen, hiding her smile, quietly slipped away. A few days later, he had gathered the children in front of him. "You just ordered takeout last week, and now again. What's the occasion? Come on, Abu," Faik teased. "You sound just like Ami nowadays. Always complaining like her." "My dear boy," he replied, "this isn't about your mother or me. It's about rising prices and your careless spending. To be honest, when your mother was handling the budget, I never realized how wisely she managed things. Now I've borrowed 15,000 rupees from a colleague, besides using my salary, her pension, and Faik's salary, and there are still 5 days left in the month." Nazma's eyes welled up. Who knew what had softened him today that he was praising her in front of the children? Rameen thought quietly, no person is entirely good or entirely bad. Mr. Shabir surely loved his family, he just had some habits that needed correction. And thanks to Rameen's gentle approach, things were improving. Her eyes met her mother-in-law's, and both smiled knowingly. "Don't worry," Nazma said to her husband. "It's just temporary. I have a committee payment due for a few months. Once that's done, things will get better, inshallah." "That's fine," he replied seriously, "but everyone needs to act responsibly. Our nation's biggest problem is that even when we're in debt, we don't stop our unnecessary spending. If we improve ourselves, only then will our country improve. And it's our duty, as parents, to teach that to our children." "I agree," Faik said with mock seriousness. "You two handle the upbringing of the younger ones. My wife has taken full charge of training me, lectures every day on how to be a responsible citizen, a good son, a good Muslim, and an obedient husband." Rameen blushed instantly. "Oh, Faik, who asked you to be an obedient husband?" she said, embarrassed. Nazma laughed softly. "My daughter-in-law is 1 in a million, Faik. You're lucky to have her." Rameen smiled shyly. She felt lucky too, to have a modern, open-minded family. Her mother's fears about her quiet mother-in-law had proven entirely wrong. Instead of forcing a motherly role, Nazma had chosen to be a kind, understanding mother-in-law. In return, Rameen became an ideal daughter-in-law. Their bond had shattered the old saying that, a woman is another woman's enemy. When Rameen later visited her parents, she spoke glowingly of her in-laws, especially her mother-in-law. Her mother, Hara, was both happy and surprised. "Such mothers-in-law still exist in this age," she said in wonder. "An educated and sensible woman can be an ideal daughter-in-law and a wonderful mother-in-law too," Rameen smiled. "She handles every relationship wisely. Look at her," said her sister Inshane teasingly. While praising her mother-in-law, she's actually praising herself too. Hara laughed. "And rightly so. She deserves praise. I'm glad she didn't let prejudice cloud her judgment but used wisdom to win hearts in her new home." A content smile spread across Rameen's face.